Oh, yellow takes away your sperm. So I'm gonna drink a bunch of it.
For what?
Mellow yellow.
For what?
Take away my sperm.
For why?
Yellow 5.
So I don't have to reproduce.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Jay. Are you gonna say hi?
Hi.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
If you notice, I've been growing my facial hair out, so I look like facial hair Jones.
Not facial hair, Jones.
No, because what happened was I've been watching like our other episodes, and I noticed like my facial hair doesn't really pop out, and I didn't like that because it doesn't make me look like a man's man. So I started growing it. Like I'm getting like a porn star mustache, so it can pop out more.
Fuck is a porn star
Like,
mustache?
so what I'm doing is like I didn't get a haircut. I didn't get a haircut last week. I get a haircut every week. Well, clean up because I'm growing my hair. But I usually get cleaned up every week. I didn't do it this week because I wanted to grow this in and all this in. Like it looks like I just got out of jail because like this shit's all grown in.
Yo, like, are we hearing this?
So,
Listen, man. Today I'm gonna let Ann be Ant.
He's anting her, right?
So I just got out. So like what I'm saying, it looks like I just did a bid real quick, like a quick 30 days. But it's coming in, and I'm gonna get it cleaned up Friday. So see a finished product, but it looks like clean and shit.
Hopefully the next time we record. Anywho, did you guys hear about that Carlee girl?
Fuck's Carlee.
I guess she's like a nurse.
She fucks patients?
No. Yeah. Jesus. It is a sickness.
I want to say.
Wrong. Anyways, it's a 25-year-old nurse or something like that. She said that she saw a baby on the side of the highway or something like that. She tried calling it in. Then, like, went to go pull over to, like, I guess, assist with the child. And then her car was found. Her car, wallet, I want to say a wig, but I could be wrong because I forgot how the coverage went. And then 2 days later, she showed up to her house, like she walked there.
So was it not a baby? Was it a midget?
They're saying that that they haven't found any evidence of it being a child that was.
Oh, she was on LSD.
Think so?
Yeah, she was on some psychedelic. What she look like?
A black girl. Hold on.
She could have been. She's probably on some psychedelics.
Making mystery. The 25-year-old nursing student who called 911 claiming she saw a toddler in a diaper wandering along an Alabama highway.
Alabama,
then the woman
that's
vanished
fucked
for
up.
2 days. Now comes bombshell news as authorities reveal they have not found any evidence the toddler really existed. And the internet search she did just hours before her disappearance is raising lots of eyebrows.
Did she look up the kidnap movie Taken 9 hours before she disappeared? That's the shocking revelation cops made today about the young nursing student who mysteriously vanished, then reappeared.
The day that someone gets kidnapped, that 7 hours, 8 hours before that they're searching the internet, Googling the movie Taken about an abduction. I find that very strange, yes.
The movie stars Liam Neeson as a father whose daughter gets kidnapped. The real-life mystery began when 25-year-old Carlee Russell was driving home from work outside Birmingham. For the first time, police released the 911 call she made to say she was pulling over to help a toddler she had seen on the side of a highway.
What is he wearing? It's a white t-shirt, and it doesn't look like he has any pants on. It looks like a diaper.
Then she vanished. Her phone, wig, and purse were found near her vehicle.
Her vehicle's unlocked, running.
Carlee's baffling disappearance triggered a huge search and national attention. Then, 2 days later, she returned home on foot. She was taken to a hospital, treated, and released. Her parents insisted Carlee's account really happened.
There were moments when she physically had to fight for her life, and there were moments when she had to mentally fight for her life.
Cops now say Carlee told them she had been kidnapped and imprisoned by a man with orange hair and a bald spot, but escaped.
She told detectives she ran through lots of woods until she came out near her residence.
Cops now say there is no evidence that the toddler ever existed.
There are many questions left to be answered, but only Carlee can provide those answers.
Police say they still have a lot of.
Yeah. So
She's a fucking weirdo.
LSD.
Definitely, she was definitely on acid or LSD. Or some
What
type
about
of- some
what
type
about
of
you, Lee?
psychedelic. She's a medical student. She was experimenting.
I think Jussie Smollett has inspired her.
You know, and what was crazy was there was like this Facebook meme that had like 4 blocks. You
Yeah.
remember?
and it's
Was it
juicy.
Anamorphosis?
Yeah, Animorphs, and it's Juicy
Animorphs?
Smoothie, and it's Juicy Smoothie.
Yeah. At the end of it, like it starts off with her picture and then transitions into him.
Yeah, she's just on drugs. She's a medical student. She's experimenting. She probably had a long night doing some psychedelics.
And you know the internet's going for having a ball because now they're saying that she's a Virgo. The way that she's lying.
Is she a virgin too?
Shit, I was over here thinking, you know, if we're gonna say we're lying, I'm gonna go with the Libra.
No, I'm gonna go to Capricorn.
You love your Capricorn.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, so yeah, that right there was interesting as fuck. And then there was another one. Well, what else did I see this week? I was seeing that there was this girl who I guess she's a travel blogger, and she was talking about before, like, you know, racism like wasn't really out there in other countries, but then now she's sitting here screaming racism in other countries, like I think it was in Europe or whatever, because she felt discriminated against. And
Is she white?
well, she's black.
You know what I say? Clout is one hell of a drug.
You know, I'm really noticing that social media is
Clout
definitely
is one
something
hell of a
else.
drug. These people are fucking morons.
Like, you know what? Another thing that took social media by storm, the Remini app.
Oh my god, those people need SSI.
I don't know what that is.
So like, you first off, like, I seen some fucking.
It's AI generated photos, like people were creating.
Like OnlyFans and shit with them.
Well, I don't know.
Some of these
all
people
that.
put them as a profile picture. Like, I seen some girl, she had to be at least.
Oh, those
Like, there's a girl on here.
Yo, do y'all know how stupid y'all are putting pictures on that shit? Y'all are gonna be in a porn in 6
Wait.
months.
So, actually, someone you did you see Black Mirror?
Yeah.
Jones Awful.
Yeah.
I seen that where like she was living her life and then like Netflix was like doing a show about her life, living a life.
Yeah,
living her life. I
yeah.
seen that.
They're saying that that's basically what's gonna happen with
Definitely.
There's already AI porn.
Not
No,
even that.
I know deep fakes, but what I'm
Yeah,
saying
like-
is that they're saying that like in the next 3 to 5 years there's
Content
gonna
is
be
gonna be people's lives, yeah.
yeah.
Not even that. It's just like you're paying for that shit. You're paying in that app for that shit. Like, I seen some girl, right? I ain't gonna lie. She had to be about a good 350.
And she did the skinny version.
She
of
did the
herself.
skinny version of herself, and then she put it as a profile picture. Like, bitch, if you don't put that, your big buffalo back ass on back as your fucking profile picture,
Anthony!
get the fuck out of here.
Not the buffalo back.
Get the fuck out of here. Like, get out of here, that fucking shit. Like, you need a disability check if you're putting this shit as your profile picture, because you don't look like that. You are a fucking solid 3, and you're using these fucking apps to make yourself look like a 9.2.
AI is definitely getting really spooky, even with the chat GPT or C is GPT, right?
GPT,
Speaking
And then
of that,
people are sitting here trying to create courses and everything not like that, not understanding that the AI technology can get you all the information.
You feed it, it grows.
did you see that girl? You probably seen it. The girl who's like, what the fuck's that shit called? Where she's like doing like the yum.
It's NPC.
Oh,
Doing
yeah, the
NPC.
NPC.
Like,
streaming, yeah.
like this country fucking sucks.
She's from Canada. She's actually, I think, Dominican
It's
or
not
some
the
shit.
country, it's the generation.
Yeah.
The Canada's even worse.
It's not the country.
Ice
it's the
cream
generation.
good.
I promise you, because they're doing it all over
This
the world.
generation fucking sucks. These
Yum.
people.
That shit is insane.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
That shit is
Like, yo,
insane,
that was the part that got me, though. I'm like,
not
oh,
gonna
yeah,
lie,
she's
man.
Spanish.
Because you know me. You know
She's
me.
Spanish.
You know me. I love a good hustler. Get your money. Whatever you gotta do. It's weird.
Nah, it is weird as fuck.
It's weird that she's doing it, but it's even more weird that people are paying for her to do this.
No, what's even weirder is that I guess she actually has like either a private Twitter or I
Yeah,
know she has the OnlyFans and shit.
Adult content, yeah.
No, but she
Is it
literally caters it to saying like she's like I guess she's like 28 years old allegedly, but she'll go ahead and allegedly I'm gonna just keep going with allegedly.
She's Dominican. They don't know their real fucking age.
Go ahead.
She will say that she's 19 or 15 years old.
Them baseball, like, those Dominican baseball
She-
players, they don't know their real fucking age.
Point of the matter is that she allegedly
She knows her audience.
will go ahead and put up specific curated niche type content that cater to a very controversial, unpopular opinion group of people.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna put it out there. This new generation of people are fucking weird. They're fucking
Weird is an
weird,
understatement.
and they're fucking morons. I consider myself a millennial. These fucking Gen Z people are fucking weird. You people are weird and you're idiots. Every single one of you don't know your fucking gender. You don't know what the fuck you want to be in life. You know nothing. You don't know your ass from your elbow. You can't cook. You can't clean. All you know how to do is jiggle your fucking body parts on fucking social media.
You know what's an interesting perspective now that we're like kind of putting all that out there, right? It's like they go ahead and purposely downplay or diminish our attention span, right? To a point where we literally let me see how I'm trying to put this because it ties it all in my head the way that I want to say it, but I'm just trying to figure out how to get it out. Lately, my articulation has been ass, but anyways, so like our attention span has diminished. We're constantly looking for
A
like
new high.
truth or whatever on social media, so we're being fed all this short, confusing
Nonsense.
content and information. Then it's almost like they literally are creating us to become NPCs.
Yeah. You ever see Training Day?
Yeah.
Denzel Washington. When beginning scene where he meets him at the restaurant, and he's like, he's reading his newspaper, and he's like, you know why I read his newspaper? Because it's 90% bullshit, but it entertains me. That's what I see with social media. It's 90% bullshit, but it entertains me. It's like reading a newspaper. I know it's all bullshit. I know everything on there is a fucking lie. Like you really believe, and I'm gonna get a little controversial. You really believe 5 billionaires went into a fucking tin can and watched the fucking Titanic? You really believe that? You really believe that? Get the fuck out of here. You think they were billionaires from being fucking morons? No. Like you believe, and on top of that, you're like, oh my god, I wonder if they're. Shut the fuck up. You know, Dean.
Well, the interesting part of that whole mobile Titanic, whatever mini submarine, submobile, whatever it was, what's really interesting about it is that it went down farther than most U-boats and submarines have.
So, let me ask you something, right? Lee too, he can answer. We're not nobody in this room is billionaires, right?
No.
I'm not a billionaire, you're not a billionaire, Lee's not a billionaire. Unfortunately, we're not billionaires. Would any of us go in that fucking tin can and watch the Titanic?
No.
Alright, so you think they are? So you think they are? No. And then on top of that, they're over here like one of the guy's stepson, he's an asshole. He was at a fucking concert partying. Well, I have a stepfather. I had a stepfather. I fucking hate that guy too. If I found out he was in the ocean missing, I'd go to a fucking concert and party my ass off too.
Yeah, because didn't they go down, what was it, 1,300 feet or 13,000 feet?
I don't know. I don't believe it at
U-boats
all.
only went not even 1,000 feet down.
I don't believe it at all. I think it's bullshit.
I think rich people always find new and creative ways to kill themselves off so that they can do things that,
Yeah.
they're finding a new way to go missing. Oh, the submarine.
They're on a fucking private island now with their side bitches.
It just imploded.
They probably owed a fucking shitload of taxes. How the fuck am I gonna get out of this? Oh, let me fake my death. Go on my private island that I owned with a couple of my side bitches. Live the life.
I think that's an extra ant thing. I don't think everybody's out here just bringing their side bitches to an island. I think that's just
That
what
is
you
definitely
do.
it.
That's just what you would do.
Why? You don't think they would do that?
No, most people are going to an island by themselves.
Nah, I think they're bringing a bitch too. I think they're fucking horny guys.
The islands. Give y'all a transition and then back out.
The island boys.
Did you see the picture? It's going around the internet.
Of the Island Boys?
Supposedly
On the Island Boys?
The island.
Yeah, I've seen it. I also seen them
You
too.
didn't see that picture?
I've also seen them too.
I just heard about.
There's a picture of Ep hugging these two boys that look like twins, and they look. If you like did one of them kid scans on their faces, it looks like them.
How you know it's not AI?
So then that's why because now I'm like their name becomes weird to me at that point.
The Island Boys.
And then that song becomes even weirder.
And then them kissing on camera all the time.
Island boy, and I'm just trying to make it.
And then them two kissing each other constantly.
Yo, I just got goosebumps. Like
You feel that like it could be bullshit. It could just be all young white kids look alike. So it could be bullshit.
Ain't they cute? Ain't they Cuban?
Whatever they are, they look alike. But I was like, it could be them, and if it is them, I don't feel sorry for them, but I get it now.
it makes all the
What's
sense.
the difference between that and a Disney kid?
Once again, clout's a hell of a
You know?
I
drug.
gotta blur that out. But what's the difference between that and a kid
Yeah.
from that channel
Yeah.
where the mouse is at?
Okay.
What?
I get it.
There's plenty of Tom and Jerry. There's plenty of mice. You just made it that obvious. I'm gonna do the little sparkles.
Hey, he could be. Hey, listen.
I always wanted to do that. No
Listen.
bullshit.
Every
No,
kid wanted to have
because
Disney sparkles.
and not only that, he could be talking about Gunner's YouTube channel.
Gunna has a YouTube channel.
No, I get what he's. Never mind. Go next subject. Just next subject. Just
Yo, wait. That one went phew.
He's a rat.
Oh, I heard his album was fire
It
though.
actually is.
And you know what's so crazy? I was talking about this like our generation was like the last generation. Oh
Very
wow,
nice.
wow!
Yeah.
Very nice. Hey, what about our generation?
Immediately,
And what about our generation?
I really hate him because he just like distracted the fuck out of me. I'm like squirrel.
Am I not who I say I am?
So, collect myself back. Fuck.
You said our generation is the
Fuck
last.
you up.
Our generation
Is the last.
is like the last generation that really didn't like that really upheld, I guess, that whole like rat code. Cause now you know they embrace it. They have put it into society that it's A-okay.
Technically, it's always been.
Really.
Yeah. I mean, look at some of the good, best movies, best books about criminal organizations and shit.
Oh, true,
It's all
yeah.
about. Nobody would know about these things if there wasn't a rat. Look at Goodfellas. Goodfellas is narrated by a rat. Henry Hill's a fucking rat. Goodfellas is one of the best movies ever, one of the best cinematic movies ever, and it's told by a rat.
Yeah.
It's always been like that.
That's crazy.
It ain't like
that.
it's always been. You know, we wouldn't get some of the best stories. We wouldn't know a lot of these things if it wasn't for rats. We wouldn't know about the Italian mafia if it wasn't for people. If it wasn't for those guys who were ratting.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know about these drug dealers and shit if it wasn't for ratting.
So what you're saying is rats are vital to getting key pieces of information.
Yes. And look, guess what? They're still glorified. Sammy the Bull, one of the biggest known rat in
He
America.
went on a fucking tour.
Yeah, he is fucking glorified.
Sam went on a
He is
tour,
fucking
baby.
glorified. Rats have always been glorified because at the end of the day, if you are not in that lifestyle, like I get it. Sammy the Bull's a rat. Everybody fucking knows it. He says it. I fucking told. But let me tell you something. That motherfucker is responsible for 19 hits.
Do you think Frank Lucas was a rat?
Yes, but here's the thing. I'm not. But wait, like, if you're not in that lifestyle, right? You can't be a regular civilian and walk up to Sammy the Bull and be like, you're a fucking rat. The guy is responsible for 19 murders. Don't be number 20. You're not.
Right.
Those people that are in that lifestyle, yes, he's a fucking rat. But you can't be a regular citizen.
Well,
you're a fucking rat.
And that goes to like the point where I was trying to go was, I guess the reason why I was saying my statement was more so the fact that like there was codes. So it's like if you're a civilian or you're in the streets, or you know what I'm saying, like the lines was very there. Now it's very skewed.
Yeah.
Because people are like lukewarm, in and out, hopscotching. You know what I'm
But
saying?
because-
Double dutching and all that shit.
because here's the
like,
thing.
because they've normalized that it's okay to live a double life.
It's not that they've normalized living a double life. What has happened is
What do you think, social media and all that?
nope, not even social media. What has happened, from my observation, is the streets keep letting civilians pretend that they are from the streets, and it always backfires.
Which, from my understanding, that's the whole Gunna situation.
But no, here's the thing about
Could be.
Gunner.
I don't
But
know
see,
the Gunna situation.
Allegedly, because
the thing is,
they're saying that allegedly Gunna was never involved in the streets.
but here's
or
the thing
anything
with
like that.
Gunner.
Like, he
What
came
Gunner's
from-
Gunner's case is, Gunner's plea, his whole thing is, I had no intentions on ever ratting. My lawyers tricked me into doing it. I didn't write no state.
Regardless of the reason, if the kid is not like that, and I'm not even just saying this about him. I'm saying this in general. If the kid is not like that, and you can tell when someone's not like that,
And that's what I was getting at.
and you let them around you, you are putting yourself at risk.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Daniel. Y'all knew that little boy wasn't like that.
He had fucking
Who's
rainbow
Daniel?
head. 6'9".
Oh,
Y'all
I'm
knew
like,
that
who the
little
fuck
boy-
is
I
Daniel?
refuse to call him by that name. Y'all knew that little boy was not
That
like
was where I was gonna go to next, because in his situation, like, a lot of people would justify it like, oh well, they tried killing
But
him.
here's the
they did this,
here's
they
the
did that.
difference. Here's a difference between him and Gunna, right? Gunna really don't rap like that. You know what I'm saying? Gunna raps about being fresh, his designer, getting head, fucking with other girls, fucking with girls. He doesn't really rap that gangster. Where 6ix9ine was, I'm gangster, I'm this, I'm that, I'm
Yeah.
gonna test my gangster shit. Gunna
Throwing
really rap
the
like that.
flag and all
Like
that.
so, like when Gunna's in the situation, when you put Gunna in that situation, we're not looking at him like a street nigga. We never looked at, we never looked at Gunna as a street nigga or anybody portraying to be a street nigga. Like we didn't even think about that with Young Thug until the stories came out. And you're like, oh, Young Thug's really like that.
Well, true, yeah.
We never looked at Gunna like he was a real street nigga. Where like Daniel was in his I'm this, I'm that, big blood, big this. He's acting gangster. Where like Gunna's not really in the camera like I'm a gangster, I'm this, I'm that. I'm just like, look at me, I'm in.
because the people behind them were different.
Yeah.
I'm not going to speak on open cases. I'm from a certain ilk where I can't speak on certain things, but those people behind Gunna move very differently, very covertly, very silently, very militant. The people that were behind the other kid,
Loud.
they weren't loud. They were being his voice. They were like, it's okay for him to do this because we're real.
They put the battery in his back.
Yeah, it's fine if he's not really like that because we're really like. Thank you for letting us know who. Thank you. There's probably in that detective's office like, go ahead, keep bragging. Keep bragging. We're waiting for the right word to hear.
And that's the thing too, because I was actually talking about this with a friend too, right? When it comes to these guys, right? When it comes to the Italian mafia, when it comes to these street gangs and shit, what they do is what feds do is they put the wiretap there. These motherfuckers, if you get these motherfuckers mad enough, they're gonna tell on themselves. That's what they always do. That's what happened with John Gotti. He got mad enough that he told on himself, and the wiretap heard everything. Because he got so mad to the point is, I'm this guy, I fucking did this, I fucking did that. And it's like, that's all we need. Same thing with the whole Daniel situation in his gang. Those motherfuckers got mad enough that on wiretaps on the phone, they fucking told on themselves. Similar to what the YSL, they got mad enough that where they told on themselves. You don't need a fucking rat when the wiretaps are telling you, when you're telling on yourself on wiretaps.
You don't need wiretaps. They
Yo,
tell
so-
themselves on Instagram.
Wait, that scammer kid video that was on
Punch Made Dev.
We put
He's
that
telling
on.
on himself.
Hold on.
You
Just
telling
so-
you-
just so-
See, this is my thing though. See, this is my thing with this industry shit.
You make that job so much easier.
No, I don't think that's real.
I don't think a lot of industry shit's real
Again,
either.
you know what I was doing before.
I think a lot of industry shit is just
Around it. I understand how fake all that shit is.
like Jesus said. It's all
I
WWE.
was getting around. Yeah, it's the perfect way to put
It's all
it.
WWE.
It's all WWE.
It's an image.
It's all WWE.
Wait,
It's
where did
hey,
we-
it's fake, but don't try this at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's in certain situations, these RICO cases. This is when the people actually get injured and they actually get hurt, or
I have
Rob
enough.
breaks his
I
leg.
have enough money to act like this. You don't.
Even if I don't have enough money, I'm built like this. You're not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's wrestling's like using that analogy. wrestling's fake, but you ain't gonna just walk up to Dwayne Johnson and slap him.
No.
You would be a fool to do that.
But like, all right. So like, I'm a rapper, an aspiring rapper who's coming up. He's not about that life, but the motherfuckers I have on my payroll are.
Oh, they all about it.
Yeah. I'm paying this guy $2,000 a week. I'm paying this guy 5 bands a week. This is my right hand man. I'm paying him 5 bands a week just if anything happens to me, this motherfucker's on go. If anybody wants to press me, this motherfucker's on go.
See, this is the problem. Is we've gotten to an age where now those people are just as famous as the person they're protecting, or they want just as much fame as the person they're protecting. You can't have your job and be in the limelight. You cannot be a Boogie and you're being as loud as Rico.
Yeah.
You feel me? You can't. You too fucking loud. You're too loud.
Because there was a point in time where
As a
it's
matter
like,
of fact, if I'm the op, I know who to kill first because you're telling me who your gunner is.
yeah.
You're telling me who your shooter is. So if I want you, I know who to make sure I take out first.
Yeah.
Because y'all niggas is loud as fuck.
But that's the era we're in now. Where
Yeah,
it's-
like, for example.
It's a bragging
Show y'all how
world.
to hit a bank. Just pay attention. This is a quick way to jug in any state. First, you want to get a bank log from a trusted site. Do your research because the information must be right. You got to be on point. Don't be sitting around trying to get high. Hit a big play. Don't get booked for a petty ass crime. Do they got Verizon or they work with Sprint? You got to know that if you want to hit this lick, you got to call up to the company and SIM swap that bitch so you can get the phone calls or text message that they get. You need that so you can log in with the code. But before you do that, make sure that you don't do this wrong. Don't let me find out that your dumbass try to log in through the phone. You got to change the location into their home. For that, you're gonna need an RDP server. It should come with their IP. You gotta plug it in the server. This might be a little hard, but it's hard being a worker. The bank will get their money back, so ain't nobody hurting. You just got in the account. Don't be getting too excited when you see the first amount, cause there's a certain way you gotta wire all
These
the money
guys
out. Don't be fucking up the player. You go sit there down and out. Now you need a runner you can wire all the money to. Make sure you break them off a good amount. They gon' want money too. You might need them for another play. Let them run in for you. Some banks be asking hella questions, so it's hard to do. Okay, you SIM swap got a runner in a bank. Now it's time for you to wipe down all the money that they made. Go and send the wire out, send it straight to the runner's bank. If you did everything right, then it's gonna be a piece of cake. Now that the wire went through, listen up. The money's basically yours if you don't somehow fuck it up. I can't forget my first play. I was somewhere turning up. Make sure you hit it while you can because the ham's gonna burn it up. Have the runner go inside, tell him withdraw all the pay. If it's a big play, have somebody wait outside the bank, cause they might try to run off, but we don't play about our pay. Imagine doing all that work and someone run off with your play. My dad is crazy.
I mean,
Like, I feel like I'm gonna get locked up just for listening to that shit. I feel like they're gonna
Bruh.
come knock on my door like, don't you dare.
he's
Bruh, like, when I tell you, I literally was just like, this can't be real life.
He's not the only guy who's done that. He's not the
No,
only.
no. There's a million people that tell you how to scam and all of that. The scamming been around for like
Yeah,
15 years.
it's always gonna be a
And
different
that's
version
it.
of
What's
it.
fucked up? That same method's been around for like 15 years.
I know. My father can't have a bank account. My father is not allowed to have a bank account.
The more we
in-
get
in-
into these episodes, the more we find out about this man's father, and it's just like,
He's not allowed to have a bank account. He's
Yo, like-
he's done some things with banks where like none
Jesus
of them are willing to take him.
well, that's because they have their own system database that they have to run based on your social. in
So
order
he has to use credit unions.
Even with credit unions, they're starting to
Or,
implement the same thing.
Cash his check on one of them places.
Yeah, definitely one of those places. Before I opened up my salon, the last job I had was a bank.
Yeah, so he's not allowed to really do heels.
But my thing is that like our music has really gone to shit because this is what we
Music fucking
consider.
sucks. Music sucks.
This is what we consider
I'm not
music
gonna lie,
now.
music fucking sucks.
Just like all right, one of the last few conversations we could have real quick. Even I was saying how growing up in our generation, we had like the best movie, best music.
the golden era. It's the golden era.
Literally, I swear to you, like that late '90s, early 2000s.
era
That was
entertainment.
just that buffer right there.
It was the golden era of entertainment. There's different eras. The best era of money. There's the best era of fashion. We had the best era of entertainment.
Oh, absolutely.
Like to the
Because
point where it's mimicked and recreated constantly.
yeah,
Because everything was a masterpiece.
yeah.
Everything was a masterpiece. Like think about the artists that came out around those times. To this day, that these people are considering them some of the greatest ever.
Well, listen, I was listening to the JVP earlier, Joe Budden podcast, and they brought up something that I didn't really think about until they brought it up, but it coincides with this. Bro, back then, and no one's ever done it since, Michael Jackson used to air his music videos on national television primetime. Like, his first airing of certain videos was at like 7 p.m. on like a fucking Monday. Like,
Yeah, because
he
think
would
about
air,
it.
like,
One
the
of
Scream video or like Remember the Time. Those shits wasn't coming out on like MTV. He was airing them shits on like NBC and after like TV
and then on
shows
top of that,
shit.
like I'm talking
different.
I was talking to one of my boys about this, right? So because we were talking about 50. We were talking about 50 Cent.
One of the greatest runs in history.
I said, have you since that
Haven't seen it since.
Have you ever heard a debut album like Get Rich or Die Trying yet since it's dropped?
The only person to come close, and I'm comparing a salamander to a dragon, was Drake. And like I said, I'm comparing a salamander to a dragon at that point.
I have never heard. I have never heard a debut album compared to that shit
I've
yet.
never seen a debut album. That run from Get Rich or Die.
He had Society by its balls.
From Get Rich or Die Trying to Curtis, it was all things 50 Cent.
Motherfuckers were wearing G-Unit Reeboks. That's how much of a chokehold he had.
Fucking squared off muscle shirt.
That's how much of a chokehold this motherfucker had.
I literally had the G units.
Everybody
did. Yeah.
Everybody did. He had a fucking
That's
video
like
game.
Allen Iverson
He had a
sneakers,
fucking
too.
video game.
A video game?
Yeah, he had the Get Rich or Die Trying video game.
The Bulletproof. 50 Cent Bulletproof.
It played like Dead to Rights.
He had a fucking video game. That's how much of a chokehold this guy had on.
He had a whole...
But like I said, like Get Rich or Die Trying, from track 1 to the last track, I don't know how much tracks there are. Can you sit here and say, have you listened to an album where it's like every single track where it's like, wow.
You remember the song a little bit?
Yeah.
My plan is to put this rap game in the chokehold. He told niggas, he was like, yo, I'm not letting... 50 Cent did, and we can get out of here because I'm a Queens nigga, so you know I'm biased. 50 Cent took the arguably most popular rapper at the time. I don't think there was nobody bigger than Ja.
Ja Rule was on the top of the fucking
At that
game.
time, it was Ja. It was Ja and then everybody else. He took that nigga, broke him down to nothing, and then used his whole ass style on the next album.
To the point that when you hear the names,
Every song 50 was singing. Yeah. He clowned niggas for liking Ja Rule for singing. Yeah.
And then
he really manipulated the fuck out of us.
But here's the thing, like about like say, and that's another thing we're talking
with
about, right?
With the movie
like,
and everything.
Like, all right, so like Nas and Jay-Z, they had their beef, right? They both got each other. Ether. We look at Ether, we're like, that was a fucking diss. Did it? It didn't really ruin Jay-Z.
No.
It didn't ruin Jay-Z, but you can't think of Jay-Z
without thinking about that. Yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't ruin him.
Oh no, it didn't ruin him.
Like with Biggie and Tupac, obviously you know how that shit ended, but it didn't really ruin them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
50 ruined Ja Rule's
not only that, you took a rapper that was at the top of the fucking game and ruined him to the point that when you hear this motherfucker's name, people laugh.
Yeah.
Like when you hear Ja Rule, you're like,
people. Now see, this is my thing though, because people laugh, and I understand it's funny to crap on Ja, whatever case may be. You go to a Ja Rule concert, you're singing every song.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ja Rule made fucking bangers, and everybody knows it.
Can't take
like
he made hits.
To the point. I seen a meme where somebody said, if you can bring back one dead rapper, who would it be? And people commented Ja Rule.
That's great.
Jesus.
Think about that.
I'm crying.
You don't remember Dave Chappelle joke?
Where's
Ja?
Like
you know what's crazy? Like so,
he made
Jocelyn, Ja, motherfuckers would be like, "Where's Ja?" And I'm like, "Stop! Don't."
But Ja Rule made some fucking heat, and I don't care what nobody says. It's just this man fucking made him look like he's a fucking joke. But even though Ja Rule has a lot of hits, and people look at him like he's a fucking joke now, a fucking joke. And he's not. He made some real fucking hits. Like you could put him up with some. You could put him with some guys, and you're like, Ja Rule got some heat. And there's another guy who I feel like who has heat, and I feel like that he doesn't get talked about as a top dog. And I think his catalog can go up against a lot of people, and he might win. He might win a lot of them, and he might give some top dogs a good run for their money. Future.
Okay.
Future's catalog is up there.
Yeah.
Future's catalog is up there.
I don't listen to him, but
He does have a. He does.
You
have a-
can't sit here and tell me you can't put Future up against the top dogs. He's not gonna give all those top dogs a run for their fucking money.
I gotta ask people that listen to Future, what is Future's best album? 'Cause I don't listen to him like that.
I think
a lot of people say March Madness. Is that
56 Nights, that mixtape / album.
Okay.
That's the one March Madness on there. That's when Future kind of like.
That's when he peaked.
That's when he peaked. You're like, oh shit.
That was like 2013, 14.
2013, 2014. That's where you're like, this motherfucker's nice. Because it's not like his like bars is crazy. Like it's not like he's saying like his wordplay is crazy and his bars are crazy. He's just.
I feel like but that was also around the time when people were doing the most Molly.
Yeah.
Well,
so I feel like a lot of Future peaked the way he did and like really became somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because like literally,
2 Chainz is timing.
Yeah, like even Rich Homie Quan, like it's all timing. You know,
if you told me
had Thugger not come out when he come out, I don't think Rich Homie Quan gets as far as he gets.
Yeah.
Cause that Rich Gang shit.
Cause even if we're gonna say
play that shit from front to back.
Even if we're gonna go with timing too, because like Lil Wayne came out like really hard body with
Wayne
all
was
his
timing. Lil Wayne was evolution.
He evolved.
I mean,
with
yeah,
the time.
Yeah. Lil Wayne. What happened was, Lil Wayne's always been, and I have a funny story about even how I started listening to Wayne because I was late to the Wayne train, bro. I was mad late, and you're gonna laugh when you. But anyway, Wayne's thing was, Wayne was molding at the time. And it just so happened to be that music molded as well, and his sound fit where it was going the best. Because he was just getting on everything.
Yeah.
And doing it everywhere, and his voice was undeniable.
Right.
I did not start listening to Lil Wayne until Suck It or Not. I hated Wayne.
I get head in the strangest places.
You know what's crazy?
So at the same time, call it trading faces.
And you know what's crazy? That's what a lot of people.
Back to catch my amazing graces.
So you want to hear something crazy? You want to hear something crazy? I know a lot of people who said they didn't fuck with Wayne until he started fucking with Dipset.
That was it. That was the I can't feel my face shit. That was
I know a lot of people who say that.
I listened to that Suck It or Not. Then I went back and said, oh, I've been missing out.
Like with the drought and all that.
I was
like,
wait, what the fuck was I doing?
I know a lot of people.
And like my favorite is like Weezy F Baby, the motherfucking Carter, bitches on my stick, like my name is Harry Potter.
I used to get mad because everybody was running around singing that song, and I just didn't like Wayne at the time. I don't know. It wasn't nothing against him. It just wasn't my type of. You know what type of music I grew up listening to.
Yeah.
When I heard Suck It or Not, and I paid attention to the shit this nigga was saying, I
said,
wait, I gotta
lyrically he was just insane.
I know.
And I feel like that like when I was saying about timing, it's really the fact that we really started because that was around the same time that even Fabulous and like Fabulous was another one that like
that
we literally
rappers had
you know what I'm saying? Like that's literally when we actually really respected.
It was Fab, Wayne, and Joel Santana.
Because you know what it was? So granted, rap growing up or whatever, people had like the punchlines, the bars or whatever. But it was like literally at that time they were talking about like shit that either people were engaging in or shit that was like really going on. And then they would literally make it where it was like creative and like either funny or just like, what the fuck did he just say that? Like, you know? And
like the thing too is like you got to go back and listen to it because a lot of these rappers were ahead of their time. A lot of them. Like if you really look back, like Cameron, he was the godfather of swag rap. Nobody was talking about the shit he was. Yeah. But if you look about it now, that's all they fucking talk about.
But even Cameron transitioned into that.
Yeah.
Because if you listen to
it's early.
Listen to 357.
Yeah.
Bars on top of it's a whole different Cameron.
But like you know what I mean, like his rap.
We'll never get that Cameron again.
But like his Rap City, he's counting money while freestyling. He's counting money. Like who?
But that's that.
How many people do that now?
That's Harlem niggas though.
How many people now?
But that just goes to show how
Harlem niggas are though.
Yeah.
Right?
But how many people now got their racks in the air while they're freestyling?
The Pink. He started that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's over here, and then his second Rap City freestyle where he's just talking about, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. Just look at me, I'm swagging. Look at my earrings, look at my chains. Nobody was really talking like that back then. No. But now, that's all they fucking talk. That's the standard now. When you look back, it's like this motherfucker was the godfather of swag rap.
Two standards: swag rap, or that like wild, introspective, weird shit that Wayne does. Like, that's the standard. Wayne has grandkids in the game.
Yeah.
The Uzis, the NLE Chop. These are all Wayne's grandkids. All of them.
And then there's another thing what I say about Wayne too, right? Before Wayne, how many rappers in the game had dreads and face tats?
It was Wayne and like one other nigga. That was it.
How many rappers now have dreads and face tats?
Wayne, I just said it.
Yeah.
Wayne has
All of them, right? All
he
of
has
them.
grandkids. You know why? Because they're following the people that followed Wayne. The Futures and
Young Thugs.
The Thuggers and the...
Whether or not they say Thug and Wayne have beef, right? When Thug first came out, he had dreads, face tats, and a lip piercing.
But Thug is obsessed with Wayne. He said it.
Yeah.
But you know what? With that beef, I think that was an industry manufactured beef.
Yeah.
I think that had more to do with Birdman than it did with them two. But you ever heard Take Care?
Yeah.
Do you hear how happy Young Thug is to be on that fucking song with Wayne?
Yeah.
You can hear it in his voice. He's like, nigga, I'm on a song with my idol. You niggas can't tell me shit.
But like Wayne, yeah, right. Wayne has grandkids in the game.
Grandkids.
Wayne is the founding father of what rap is today.
Yes, all of them.
He is the founding father of what it is today.
What's the kid? XX.
Yeah.
That's one of his grandkids. Uzi, one of his grandkids.
Yeah.
Like these niggas that are up on the upper echelon right now, these are all Wayne's grandkids.
Yeah, he's what the stand. What they do now.
Wayne's light skinned son is just killing the game.
Wayne
killing the game for quite some time
all right,
now.
so you know when
Wayne's
people sit here and say,
He
listen,
got one light skinned son. Well, he got two light skinned sons.
is
But
that
Drake?
His main, that's his main.
the one with
son.
Lauren London.
Huh?
The one with Lauren London.
I'm talking about Drake.
Oh,
Talking about Drake.
Oh, yeah.
Drake and Tiger. Those are his light
Yeah,
skinned kids.
but like you go like this, right? So you know, like when people talk, like we'll take about basketball, right? When you sit here and say, you know, you got LeBron James, but Michael Jordan is the bar, right? Even though LeBron James is
He's
there,
LeBron James, but you're always going to be compared to Jordan.
yeah. Little Wayne is the bar. Drake is the LeBron James, because Drake is there.
Nah, Drake's the Kobe.
You think Drake's the Kobe?
Drake's the Kobe.
Because
Because LeBron James doesn't try to play like
where
LeBron.
Drake.
Drake's perfected the formula that Wayne gave him.
But Wayne is always the bar.
Of course. But Drake, what I will say is, you know how Kobe's more likable of a person than Jordan?
Yeah.
Drake perfected what was given to him better than Wayne does.
Yeah.
I will say that. The way he structures music is nothing short of amazing.
Yeah, because he even taps into all different
Tapped
industries.
into everything.
Yeah.
But
Wayne did too.
Not like how
Yeah,
Drake. Like Drake literally has a whole.
No, not like Drake. But see, that's the thing. Like what Kobe did. Kobe watched what Jordan did.
Like Drake could go to.
I'm gonna
Drake
do
could go
that,
to.
but with my own thing to it.
yeah.
Drake could go to Poland and shit like that, and people want to listen to Drake. Like,
Yeah.
you're not really gonna catch many people in Poland being like, yeah, let's listen to Wayne. Like, I don't see that.
Probably do listen to over there, though, Dipset. Dipset's so global, it's crazy. Dipset and the Locks, it's so global.
Dipset's very
That's
global.
weird.
It's
But
super
once
weird.
again,
That's weird.
Dipset is it's honestly the standard of swag.
Dipset did a show. It was a weird ass place. I think it was like the Netherlands or some shit. They did a show in a weird ass place and it
Listen,
sold out. And I was like, what?
Listen, Dipset changed the style of a rap game. Before Dipset, motherfuckers were wearing
Yeah,
big
definitely.
clothes. Motherfuckers were wearing big clothes. Once Dipset started wearing tight clothes,
Joel specifically.
Joel's and Jim Jones was doing it for
Yeah.
a while.
Specifically.
But they are
Big ass
Dominican.
belts, the name belt.
But they are Dominican. Like, let's take it to the motherland. They definitely be dressing like that in DR.
They're more Harlem than they are Dominican.
But what I'm saying is
That's
that they
how
throw
Harlem niggas dress.
like that. Their family still was in Harlem, going to visit their family in DR or some shit, and coming back. Like, you look at your uncle, and them niggas is like, you know what? Let me try
I
this
don't know.
out. real quick.
Mama Jones don't come off as Dominican.
Nah, Mama
She
Jones
different.
Like hell.
She different.
Mama Jones
She
like hell.
different.
I love her. She's so funny.
I don't think, but I just think that was just their thing.
No, I was.
That was just their thing. Like, this is how we're gonna dress. We're gonna wear Ed Hardy, and we're gonna wear these biker chains.
Yo,
these True
Ed
Religions.
Hardy, bro.
Ow. What happened?
Ed Hardy, bro.
Gross.
But that's what they're.
It's just like
We're gonna
crazy.
dress like rock stars because that's what we are. We're not rappers anymore. We're rock stars. We're global. That's what they seen it as. We're rock stars. Same thing with Wayne. Wayne didn't see it. I'm a rapper. I'm a rock star.
No, he
now.
saw he's an alien. He's a Martian.
Yeah, he's a Martian.
But like, yeah.
He ain't
That man,
from here.
right? That man
But
said.
when he stood first, the rock star, tatted up like a rock star, wallet chain. That's because at a point in time, Uzi thought the same thing. I'm a rock star. I'm not a rapper. I'm a rock star.
Uzi, I don't think Uzi's a rapper.
I think he's a rock star.
Uzi's a rock star.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
which is why-
abso-fucking-lutely.
But this is why I feel like the best album Uzi is going to give us is when he finally
Leaves JT?
no. Well, yo, what's wrong with you? The best album Uzi is gonna give us.
He looks like he needs to blink like 3 times.
Settle in his role. He has the same problem Drake has. You're multifaceted and that's great.
You gotta
Give
find
us
your niche.
one of something. I want a full R&B album from Drake.
For all the dogs, supposedly that's what it is.
Cap, because you said that about multiple of your albums and your.
Nah, this nigga really and he literally played us at one point and gave us
Certified Lover Boy should have been all R&B.
So
There should have been no rapping on that album.
No,
I'm gonna give you a hot take.
Thanks, like something about what the what was the last thing that he dropped that was like thank you for your wait or some shit like that. That he literally just put a catalog of like almost some of his best hits that was just thrown. That was some bullshit.
That song, what's the shit that I'm always singing? The come through for the night. I can already tell that you're coming home intoxicated.
Oh yeah.
Give me an album of that. Give me a whole. Let me cry, nigga.
Like literally, like you just want to get in your car and just drive.
Give me one or the other.
And you want to be over the bridge looking at the water.
Yes. I want to be sad as fuck.
Right.
I want to be in a relationship with no issues. Then I'm gonna call this girl mad after I listen to your album. Like.
But you know what though? So all right. I'm gonna take a quick shift because based on the Uzi thing, because it's really interesting. Because we were just talking about this on Facebook the other day. A group of us with K Michelle and her album that she did.
She's still alive.
Yes. Jesus Christ.
Go ahead.
But yeah, so like it was like one of her first debut albums or whatever, like that she like poured her heart in it. Then if we go on to like Jasmine Sullivan or Summer Walker, whatever, like as soon as there's a breakup involved, you get the best out of the person.
Some people
right?
that only draw from pain.
Right. Now my question is, right? Do you think Uzi, if he gets out this fucking relationship, because it looks like he wants to blink 3 times.
I think what he gave us after Britney is what is the peak of heartbreak Uzi, because he's a different man now. He wasn't. So
he looks like battered Uzi right now.
That's fine, but he's Uzi still.
So do you know when Future became Future? After he broke up with Ciara, because that's when he dropped March Madness. He dropped March Madness after Ciara.
You heard that, right?
Some people draw from pain better than they draw from success.
So if you listen to the lyrics, if you can actually understand it, he says.
If you can actually understand it.
He says, I'm the one who's living lavish while you're playing for the Mavericks.
Yeah.
So Ciara left him for Amari Stoudemire. At the time, Amari Stoudemire was playing on the Mavericks. He said, I'm the one who's living lavish while you're playing for the Mavericks.
She got a thing for ball players, huh?
Yeah. So he's sitting. So after, because before that he was making that song with Connie, that trophy shit, and it was fucking terrible. Trophy wife shit, basically about Ciara. Once they broke up, boom, 56 Nights drops. He drops that album, and it's some of the best shit Future has ever fucking made.
And he's been toxic since, and he's been making great music since.
But it won't ever be that. It won't ever be March.
I hear you, but what I'm saying is that
that's like me personally, Adele. You can't drop any more heartbreak music. You're Adele now. Nobody's out here trying to break your heart, bro.
I mean, is she with Rich Paul?
I don't care who she's with. Whoever if she gets in a relationship and they break up, I don't want to hear heartbreak music.
That's kind of like a post that I had shared the other day, and it was like, you can't really like hurt me. I already had the worst nigga possible. You can't damage me.
I seen that post, but that's what I'm saying. Like, in order for you to make like, who she with?
Rich Paul, LeBron James' agent. James' agent.
Cool. She's with Rich Paul, right? That means you're living a whole different life. You're living a rich
life.
And
he's a very good agent.
Now listen, it doesn't matter. So is she. You're her.
Yeah.
You're Adele.
Because she's global.
Back then, you were trying to figure your life out. So you was probably with a man for different reasons, and you didn't have the means to be who
and now you're with somebody else.
So it hurt different. If this nigga leave you, you're still you.
Like Summer Walker has to go through heartbreak.
Yeah, because you can't fake it. That's my thing. You can't be happy. I can't see you on Instagram living your best life and then you come out with a heartbreak song. It don't make sense. I'm not saying that you have to be miserable to come out with that type of music, but
you gotta go through shit.
I'm gonna, as a consumer of the music, I'm gonna relate to it different if I feel like we were in the same boat. I can't be in my little rinky-dink boat and you're singing heartbreak music over on the yacht next to me. It's not gonna hit the same.
I think
if we in the same boat, if we rowing together and you singing about heartbreak, I'm like, girl, I'm gonna get us to this.
but
land.
like me personally, I feel like Drake will always get his heart broke.
No, it's generic for him.
Yeah. He's always getting his heart broke because
No, he's not. That's what I'm saying. It's generic.
no. See, but the thing is too, like I
There's
think
one girl I think that broke Drake's heart.
I
And you
think
think he like?
if you really
He
think
didn't-
about
he
it,
didn't make music at the time.
if
Wait.
you- Drake is very toxic.
No, I know that, but
If-
what I'm saying, what if he just puts himself? You know those people that put themselves back in that traumatic moment.
Swift.
Yeah.
Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah.
So like if
She's
you really
notorious for it. I don't know
think
if it's
about
true,
it,
that's alleged, but they say she's notorious for that. She gets with people to break up with them so she can make the music.
if you really think about it, right? You know how they always say
But what a formula if it's true.
you're always the way your delivery is and the way you act is two different things, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's really not much of a difference between Drake and Future when it comes to their actions. Drake is just as toxic as Future.
Oh, yeah.
But they don't see Drake in that light.
No.
They see Future in that light. They don't
Wait.
see Drake in that light though.
Colorism.
They rap about the same thing.
Drake's light skin.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Drake, no, it's
colorism.
not just colorism. Drake's light skin, and Drake has found a way to be a successful voice for like the Sims of the world. That like.
But he's not really a simp.
Do you think it's 'cause we-
Yeah.
That's what makes him the best voice because he's not really that. So he's gonna present it the best.
Yeah.
Because someone that's really like that, they're gonna get too in their feelings to make good music about it.
So like
Like, do you think that people still probably look at Drake as Jimmy?
I do.
yeah,
I don't look at.
think
Let me pause that. I don't look at Drake as Jimmy. I look at Drake as Aubrey Graham, and Drake is his greatest performance ever.
Okay.
So
I was-
I look at.
that's what I was
So-
like. That's what I was leaning
Drake
towards.
is Aubrey's best fucking work.
Yeah.
since we're on the topic of Canada, it's a hot take, and a lot of people are gonna be like, "Don't." I'm treading lightly because obviously, you know,
When do you ever?
we know obviously the outcome of who's bigger and who's not. Tory Lanez is more talented than Drake.
I don't think so.
Ooh.
I think Tory Lanez is more talented. I think Tory Lanez can do everything better
And
than
now-
Drake. I think he can sing better than Drake. I think he can rap
I've
better
been
than
listening-
Drake.
Listen, I've been listening to Tory Lanez since
He's an
2000
actual shooter. No, so I'm kidding. I don't think he did it.
I don't either.
And I want to say 2009. I've been listening to Tory Lanez. My brother discovered him randomly on MySpace, and he had a mixtape called One Verse, One Hearse.
Yeah, I know.
Way back, yeah,
I
you
know.
know.
When he had the lip ring.
Yeah, way
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
This is this
Got a
is
lip
the Tory.
ring.
This is the Tory none of them know.
This is the one who was always on World Star Hip Hop with
Yup.
the lip
Hold
ring
on.
wearing a Miami
Yup.
Heat jersey.
Hold
That
on.
Tory. I was listening to him since then.
And I didn't even know he was Canadian.
I always liked him. I've always liked his music, right? I always thought he was really talented. The reason why I can't say he's more talented than Drake is because Drake knows how to pivot his music.
Oh
without
shit!
flaw.
Damn. Thank God he got rid of it. Cause he
No,
look crazy.
you're right. That's why I say I'm treading lightly. I think, like I said, if I
I think he makes better current music than Drake.
if you sat here and said, Drake, spit a freestyle over the top, you think you can do it? I don't think so.
Absolutely not. But that's
Tory
because-
Lanez.
That's because Tory's a rapper, though.
Tory is a rapper, but Tory can also sing.
He can, but Drake is an artist that can do both. Tory Lanez is a rapper that has a voice.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
But like I always say, like once again, I'm gonna tread lightly. Prince is more talented than Michael Jackson.
Yes,
But
Michael Jackson is the bigger figure.
Michael Jackson was a bigger figure. Because like okay, Michael Jackson can sing and Michael Jackson can dance at a very high level. We all know that. But Prince can sing at a high level, he can dance at a high level, he can
Right.
he can write.
Plays every
He
instrument.
can play every instrument. So he's more talented than Michael Jackson.
Have you ever seen My Guitar Leaps?
Yeah.
Have you ever watched that video in its entirety?
Yeah.
That is the most. Have you ever seen that video?
Prince can do everything.
I think it's not just called. It's not
And
just
play
My
basketball.
Guitar Leaps. It's like my sad guitar weeks or something like that. It is some of the greatest guitarists in the world, and they're all on stage playing guitars together, right? Like some greats from all these different bands. Prince comes on fucking stage, looks at everybody, plays the fuck out of his guitar better than everybody on stage, takes the shit off, throws it on the fucking ground, and just walks the fuck off the
Yeah,
stage.
like
None of you niggas can fuck
I've
with
seen
me.
a concert. I've seen a concert, right, where Prince is singing, he's dancing, he's doing his set, right? Boom, goes to the guitar, takes his foot from the guitar, starts playing the guitar. Boom, 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 does it, kills it, right? Boom, drops it, gives it back to the guitarist. Goes to the drum, starts playing the fuck out of the drums at a very high level. Then boom, starts playing the fucking piano. Like he can play. He's more talented than Michael Jackson. But Michael Jackson was the bigger figure. He can do way more than Michael Jackson can do. But
Prince also had an ego about him. He also didn't let the music industry control him. He wanted his Prince was the antichrist of the music industry.
Yeah, because you can't come to him.
My shit, don't sample my shit, don't touch none of my shit. You know why they did a Prince tribute after he died? Because he would not fucking allow it while he was alive.
After he died, all his music went on iTunes, went on Apple Music, because he would not let motherfuckers have his music.
No, they had to negotiate that because I think Jay-Z's company has Prince masters.
Yeah, now they do. Yeah,
he left them to Jay.
Yeah, but nobody
something like that.
At some point, but you couldn't even go to his fucking house. Get out of here. You couldn't even go to his house even.
He had all his masters. He had and it was so fucked up because the people that they had do a tribute to him did terrible. I think it was like Trey Songz, Justin Timberlake, and somebody else.
Yeah.
And they did terrible. And all I was thinking to myself was, this is exactly why he didn't want none of you niggas touching his music.
Because
if I'm not doing it, it ain't getting done.
Prince is a perfectionist. Yeah. That was his problem. He was a perfectionist. I am not dropping shit unless it's fucking perfect.
You ever see that interview he did where they're talking about like what artists should look for or what inspiring artists, what advice can you give them on how to be better? He was like, come to my show. Then he goes, no, I'm just joking. Really. If you want to see what real art is,
he's an asshole.
Come to my show.
He's an asshole, but he was a very
y'all niggas is doing it right.
He was a very talented asshole. And Prince is known.
The nigga so ill he played himself in his movie.
Yeah.
He played himself in Purple
But to
Rain.
sit here, like the way he acts, he's this little guy. He dresses like fucking weird. But Prince is known to fuck bitches.
Prince fucked everything.
Yeah.
Prince was fucking everything. He was known for that. That's how talented.
Some of y'all daddies, if they was around in there, I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Prince was fucking everything.
Okay.
Bro.
He gave Carmen Electra her name. He gave Carmen Electra her name.
I heard that. I never knew if that was true.
No, it's true. Remember she said in a Scary Movie? Remember when they kidnapped Prince? She's like, that's not my boyfriend. I only fucked him a couple times.
Oh, speaking of Prince, this is random, and then we can
remember that?
Whatever topic y'all want to talk about. Did y'all ever see? It's an old ass Animaniacs joke. It's an old.
I haven't seen Animaniacs in fucking.
Because you know how they remade it now, right?
Yeah.
They have the new one on Hulu that's trash.
Yeah.
The old one back in the day, they were like investigating something. And Yakko was like, I'm looking for Prince. Like he was talking about like Prince. It's like, I'm looking for Prince. So then Dot goes, I have him right here. And she picks up Prince. He's like, no. Fingerprints. And then she looks at him and goes, absolutely not. I was like, hey, yo. I'm a matter of fact, I'm putting a clip of that shit right here.
Or like, you ever watch Scary Movie, right? Remember, she's like, my boyfriend's black and he's gonna kick your ass. It was Carmen Electra, remember?
Yeah.
And she's like, you mean the guy who wears makeup and women's clothes? And she's like, and he opens the light and it's Prince. She's like, that's not my boyfriend. I only fucked him a couple times. That's how because that's how she got her name, Carmen Electra. Because her name's something crazy. He's like, Prince, Prince like, I ain't calling you that. I'm gonna call you Carmen Electra. And that's how she got her name.
Yo, I'm mad we never got a moment with Prince and Rick James together. I'm sure they've been together.
That'd have been insane.
I'm sure they've been together plenty of
Rick
times.
James,
but
bitch.
on camera, those two cocky ass motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Rick James is that nigga
Rick James was him, bro.
Nah, Dave Chappelle did the best
he
impersonation.
To the point that Prince and Rick James both loved it.
Yeah.
They loved it.
There's a picture of Prince and Dave Chappelle courtside.
Just laughing.
And Prince has a ball in his hand. And I'm just like, I think it's true. I was like,
it is true.
I was like,
it
I
is
think
true.
Prince is
You ever see his concerts?
The way he was holding the ball, I was like, nah.
You ever see his concerts, right? It's the old concerts. There's pictures where people are throwing the basketballs, like in the 80s, and he's doing tricks with the basketball, like this.
He was him.
Yeah.
Bro. He was just a talented individual, bro. He was really the original Himothy.
he was like a Chris Brown. He was just good at everything.
Yeah.
Chris Brown was just good at everything. He just had a fucking.
It's sickening how good Chris Brown is at things.
Chris Brown is just good at everything.
I love him, but I hate him.
Chris Brown is good at everything.
Like, how can you sing, rap, dance, flip, play ball,
draw?
Like, that's the one that pissed me off.
And smoke cigarettes. And smoke cigarettes while doing everything.
I'll be damned if a nigga beat me on the court and smoke a bogey at halftime. Like, nigga.
And the thing is too, like, you ever watch like that the celebrity like basketball league that they have with like that rapper? Like Chris Brown wins every year.
That's crazy.
Because he's just that good. He's starting too. He's a starter on his team. That's how good he is. Chris Brown is he's a very talented person. He just had a bad
All right.
draw.
We're going to wrap up with this topic right here. This is more for you than her, because I want to know what you think about it. You got a girlfriend. Not a bitch that you fucking. Not somebody on your roster. This is bae.
Okay.
Are you really putting yourself there?
What
He needs a moment to digest that so he can.
I know. I just
there.
made him puke in his mouth.
He needs to put himself
All right,
there.
so you're in that situation, right? What is your views on the Adam 22 situation?
It's fucking disgusting.
Yo.
Like, listen, I don't care what anybody says.
Now, I think what's worse is the fact that he bought her a Lamborghini afterwards.
I'm not mature enough to go through something like that. I'm not mature enough to
You
even
think it's
deal with.
maturity?
No, I think I don't, because what's gonna happen is
it was. I'm sorry, but the interview with Homeboy afterwards talking about how he hit the bottom.
I mean, I wouldn't.
He was like,
duh.
like, well, obviously,
Yeah, it's like,
no, but it wasn't even once,
husband,
but
nigga,
twice.
what-
Well, obviously, like, damn, we heard you the first time, sir.
But I think it's fucking embarrassing.
Takes a cuckold to a different
Once
level.
again, clout is a hell of a drug.
I think Mr. 22 and Just Crazy Things are at their lowest point right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because they tried to pivot the black community, and when they got kicked out, they realized they have no audience.
Yeah.
So now you out here letting your fucking wife smash Big Dick Johnny over here.
Nah, but it was
It's
the fact
bad.
that he really sat there and said, you know, that here's this gift for my wife to congratulate her on her first BBC.
I think that's his way to try to get ahead of the jokes and be like, look, we made all this money off this video, and look, I could buy her a Lamborghini, you know. But I'm like, yo,
No, it's still the biggest
there's
L.
no amount of dollars that
There's
will
still
make
the
up
biggest
for,
L.
There's no amount of dollars that's gonna make up for what you're gonna hear and
For the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life.
Like,
And I
If
think
y'all
what
have
makes it
kids
they
it
do
worse.
have kids.
together.
Yeah,
I think they have a child.
they're married.
It's a crap for
But
that.
my shit is that
His
then
mom biting the pillow is a me.
Yeah, they do have kids. They have kids.
Biting the pillow.
I think they either have. I think they have one or two
Praying
kids.
for dear life.
but my shit is that at the end of the day,
That's it.
at the end of the day, he could try to get ahead of it as much as he wants,
Still
but it's
disgusting.
still the biggest L for the rest of his life.
Jocelyn, as a woman.
Biggest L for the rest of his life,
As a woman.
and she'll never respect him.
I was just about
You
to
think
ask
she
you.
think she?
At the end, come on, that's days after your marriage, bro. Days after, like 10 days after, and
They've
then
been married for a little bit.
no, they've been together for a bit, but they literally got married, and they from what I was like researching into it or whatever, it was like literally like 10 days
I
after
was
they
just
got
about to ask you.
married.
If you're with somebody and they ask you to do that, do you lose all respect for them at that point?
Yeah, the fuck do I look like? You're a prostitute? No, I'm sorry. Like, I mean,
That's-
I understand.
that's
I understand
a
that
thing
in
for
that
a lot of people.
right. I understand that that's
The
their
whole community
industry.
for that.
I understand that that's their industry, but regardless, it's not like the first dude she slept with after him was another dude that's. Because I've watched Plug Talk. I ain't gonna hold you.
never have.
I have, because
I can't watch.
I went down a rabbit hole.
I can't watch white dick porn because I don't.
I hear you, but I had to go down a little rabbit hole real quick because I was really like, now I'm looking for context, because context, which that is
Context is
the that is the word of the week. Context.
What's plug talk?
It's
So him and Lena have a show where they interview porn stars and then they fuck them together.
yeah,
And they've
So-
been doing it for like years now.
yeah.
right?
So my shit is that he should have let her first have sex with a guy who's kind of like at his.
At his level.
No, like, no bullshit. That's like literally going from having your average man, and then all of a sudden you bring in a toy. You're never going to be able to compete with the toy again.
Yeah, no.
She's never going to be like satisfied with just you anymore. She's going to want the toy. Even even if you don't give it, like, she's not looking for it every time, she's gonna have that itch. Same way that, from what I hear, men have their itch they like to scratch every so often.
No, I
no matter
Anthony,
how much pussy,
Anthony
no matter how
likes
much pussy
to,
a man gets, a good jerk is a good jerk. Like, no matter how much pussy you give a man,
a good jerk is a good jerk.
A good jerk is a good jerk, and you'll never compete. You will never compare.
But like, even like, so I honestly, obviously, it's the biggest L, and I would never even agree to such stupidity like that. I wouldn't even fuck. I'd leave my girl if she was acting like fucking Kiki Palmer. You think if my bitch is in a porno, I'm not fucking.
I think that Kiki Palmer shit is inflated way too big.
It is inflated.
It's not that fucking deep.
It's not that deep. But
Usher does that to a girl every show.
But my shit
Usher has herpes.
Usher's a demon.
But Usher has herpes.
Usher's a demon, bro. I be watching his
not
show.
for nothing, if you had chickenpox at any point in your fucking life, you have a strain of fucking herpes. Let me just put that out there because I'm sick and tired of people really sitting here making
never had chickenpox.
Whatever. Anyways,
you better get that shit as a no. That shit'll kill you.
Right. But I'm really sick of people really sitting there talking about the herpes shit left and right and up and down. Not for nothing, motherfuckers need to be worried about fucking other STDs that's running rampant in. Way more serious. You know what I'm saying? There's way more that literally will take you the fuck out.
But like Adam, there's a lot of Adam 22s out there that are just not glorified.
No, they're not, because Adam 22 made money off of it. There's a lot of niggas out there letting their girl get piped for $3.99.
Just to think, just think it's gonna save their relationship. Just to try and see.
Some niggas do it and they're into it. Like, my thing is, and I've said this before, like, swinging is one thing. I can understand swinging. I'm not saying I'm all for it. I'm not saying I'm against it. I can understand swinging. It's an even exchange.
What they're doing.
You're fucking my wife, I'm fucking yours. I'm not going to just sit there and fucking... Hell no!
So I'm really confused. Was he the camera guy?
No, supposedly he was in the other room.
So he was hearing it?
That's what Lena said.
Cheering her on.
He was hearing it?
He was a good support.
I would have never been in the house.
Yeah, my thing, and this is why I was confused, because I'm like, yo, y'all are porn stars together. Why are you not in the scene?
Is that a real question?
No, that's a real fucking question. Why are you not in the scene?
It's like comparing apples and oranges. Is that a real question?
It don't matter. It don't matter. And again, it can't be me. But if you fucking my wife,
this is like literally. This is like literally how slavery, racism started. Like, you're really trying to say for them to have a situation where, let's figure out how racism started. We have Anaconda and a fucking
garden snake.
But
skinny as ever.
Obviously, there is gonna be some people claiming racism because of what she said.
Ooh, what did she say?
Where they asked so.
She was like, he's just a male sex toy.
He's just.
That's not racist. That's just real.
But
hold on.
No, because that's just real shit. Because everybody's like, oh, are you gonna be in love with him now? Did he fuck?
Yeah, I know.
And she's like,
I get what you're saying.
In love with my husband.
I get what you're saying. But they're gonna try and flip it and be like, white women look at black men as just fuck dolls.
I was just about to get there.
Why is he selling himself as a fuck doll?
Yo, my question is, hold on, wait. But now, right? I know he got paid, but did he really get paid only $4,000? Or do you think that they went ahead and did a back end?
I don't think they want to. Based on how much I know they've made, transactionally,
he's made more.
They don't want to say what he made because then Adam looks crazy. I estimate, if I had to guess a number, 50. If I had to guess a number, because they've made well over $3 million on that video.
That's crazy,
and it's still counting.
That's crazy.
They haven't even started collecting like residual yet. I say he got minimum $50,000. Minimum, in my opinion. I don't know what the numbers are in the porn world. I know the porn is a $30 billion industry, and he's one of the biggest stars.
That's crazy.
He's one of the biggest stars in porn.
Who, Homeboy or Adam?
No, dude.
Homeboy.
Adam.
Dude is everywhere. From this coming up, now everybody's like posting like memes of his older videos and all of this. He's everywhere. He's like Lexington Steel status.
Who's Lexington Steel?
That's an old school name. That's
an
old school name for my 90s perms.
He is the porn. At one point he was the male porn star.
You ever seen Soul Plane?
Yeah.
You don't remember the black dude that the white girl was sitting next to?
I'm gonna have to go back and watch
that's Lexington. Because he was on the magazine and she was like, "Oh my God, is this you?"
Okay.
And this shit was
I
like
didn't know
coming
that.
out the
This shit
box.
was like down here.
Niggas know what likes
But
to steal.
dude is like that status. You know what I mean?
That's
So I'm just
crazy.
like, he got way more than they're letting off.
Oh, had to, because imagine,
You seen the mask- you
he
seen
only
the
got
mask Andrew
paid
Tate?
4 bands for that? That's crazy.
No, I didn't see.
They asked Andrew Tate if he would join.
Oh, I did.
And he was
Ross on the 8-inch.
He's like there was a 0% chance I would ever participate in that.
Yeah, Andrew Tate was like weirded out that Adam even asked.
Yeah, he basically called them degenerates.
When Andrew Tate's calling you a degenerate.
He said there was a 0% chance I would ever.
I like that interview. Regardless of the shit, I know he's a polarizing figure or whatever. He was very considering what they just did.
Yeah.
He was very respectful the entire time.
Because he said I'm not gonna judge what you guys do in your relationship. He's like I
Even
treat
dude that
everybody
did it-
with respect.
Even dude that did it was like, I would have let my girl do some shit like that.
Yeah, that's what he said.
No, he said he wouldn't. When they in that same interview, like towards
Like
the end of that interview.
that's what Andrew Tate said. He was basically like, listen, I don't. This is my first time ever having a conversation with you.
Your wife, it was like, if this was my wife, this wouldn't be happening.
Yeah, he said this is my first time ever having conversations with you. I don't know you guys like that. So just like everybody else, I'm gonna treat you with respect. I'm not gonna. I know everybody wants me to, attack you. He's like, but you guys didn't.
Oh, he was talking to
Yeah,
22?
he's like, you guys never did nothing.
he
to
did
me.
an interview.
He's like, you guys never did nothing to me. So I'm gonna
watch
treat
that
you.
now.
I'm gonna talk to you with respect. He's like, I'm gonna talk.
I don't like that Aiden Ross kid.
Yeah.
I don't
Like
know
the
who
whole
that is.
interview, because he's young. He's one of them young kids that just he's very reachy. So like the whole interview, he keeps trying to bait Andrew Tate to say certain stuff. And like, and
He's
I'm
just like,
grow up.
But Andrew Tate's just like, it's not like that.
Yeah,
I don't.
Andrew Tate's just
These
like
guys
a-
are these people are not doing anything to me. So why would I disrespect them when they're just having a normal conversation with me?
Right.
As adults, he's like, he said, regardless of how I feel about your situation, you didn't do anything to me to get disrespected. You didn't do
I don't
anything.
think what I find weird. I think it's only inflated because it's Adam 22, and this is on the tail end of No Jumper
Everything, yeah.
being destroyed. Because like, if you log on to any porn website,
Clout's a hell of a drug.
if you log on to any porn website, before you get to the bottom of page 1, you're gonna see that category at least 6 times.
Yeah.
At least 6 times before you get to the bottom of page 1
What category?
of niggas watching their wives get fucked.
Yeah.
It's a very large
that's a-
community.
That's a category?
It's
Yeah, it's
cuckold.
called cuckolding.
Cuckolding. Yeah.
Well, I know what the term is because I've
It's
heard
very
it.
popular.
Yeah, it's
They-
one of the most
crazy.
popular.
A lot of them say. A lot of people.
categories in porn.
Obviously, we
Well,
don't.
do you think that also ties into because people are truly trying to normalize like
everything?
poly relationships and
just
things
think,
of that
like,
nature?
I just think white men are weird.
Yeah. Because I know for a fact niggas ain't going for that shit.
No.
No, don't.
Well, there's
Think so.
a rumor that Steph Curry's like that.
No, but my thing is.
I mean, is he true?
You gotta stop name dropping like that. But
I mean,
the thing is, that's a
homegirl-
stigma. That's a stigma
homegirls
that I
just-
think is gonna cause drama in the world. Is people see shit like that, automatically put it on white people. That is not always the case.
Oh, there is a
They
there's
are
a
the
video
majority.
out there of niggas doing this.
They are exactly my point. They are a vast majority. They are a vast majority of the people that are into that, but they are not the entire demographic.
No, I know a lot of black people that are into that.
Yeah, like there's a lot. Yeah, like
That's
some
weird.
people. Some people
We've all seen the video.
Some people get.
oh shit! Yeah. You're
some
right.
people
You're right.
Get cucked involuntarily. Some people don't even know that they're cucked.
If you guys are wondering what video we're talking about, go back to the couch episode.
We've all seen the video.
Not that couch. I think that's the name of the
I
episode.
think
We've
that's
all-
the
we've all
if
seen
you
the
guys want to
video,
see that.
you know what I
Yo,
mean?
when you sent me
was
that
crazy.
video, I scrolled. I was like, oh shit! I forgot that was in there.
Yeah, that was a crazy
But
ass
again-
situation.
But again, you know why everybody blew it up? Because it was black people.
Yeah, and we always think black people don't do shit like that.
Cap.
Like the DC sniper.
I've been to.
True.
Yo,
Guys, remember the DC sniper? You know why I blew up? Because it was a black guy.
Black guy. I've been to like swinger parties and stuff, and like I'm not the only black dude there.
But yeah, nah.
Like,
I know a lot of
niggas
black.
in there.
I know a lot of blacks that are swingers, and that's I don't know. Me personally,
that's a hop, skip, and a step away from that though.
right? And me
only difference is you
personally,
have-
I don't even
You
understand.
know who are big time cuckolds?
What?
You know who are big time cuckolds?
About to say some shit that's gonna
Spanish people.
be, I knew.
All right, you know what? We're ending here.
They are. They're big time
Please
cuckolds.
join us for next week.
Yep, do that. Do all
You know,
that
like,
stuff.
share, subscribe. We're done here. Fucking
I'm gonna have to-
Anthony,
I'm gonna have
man.
to bleep that out.
Anthony.
I'm gonna have to.
Lord.
I don't want to. I want to let him live in his nonsense.
Oh, we could just let him live in his nonsense.
Hey, do you want
It's
to let
at
him
this
live in that?
point.
Yeah.
He wants to live in that.
Okay, well let him live in that.
How he still
He said it.
manages is
I
just
don't
beyond me.
understand. I don't get it.